Antony sends emotional goodbye message to Real Betis fans. Antony sends emotional goodbye message to Real Betis fans. Hello everyone, I bring you football updates on this channel. Comment the team you support, so I can share news about it. I hope you've subscribed. Thank you for watching. Antony sent an emotional goodbye message to the Real Betis fans with his loan from Man United set to come to an end this summer. The 25-year-old has become a cult hero in Spain after spending the second half of the season on loan at Real Betis from United. Antony recently admitted he considered retiring from football while in England after failing to live up to the £86 million price tag at Old Trafford. After rediscovering some form and his love for the game at Betis, the winger penned an emotional message on Instagram to the fans who gave him a second chance. Today is the day to give thanks for one of the most beautiful chapters of my life. And as I write this page of my story, I need to say why you were and always will be so special to me, he said. From a young age, football was not just a dream or my only chance to change my life, as so many say out there. For me, it was more than that. It was my joy. While many saw football as a way out, I saw football as a way in. The only place where I felt complete. I counted the minutes to run after the ball. Playing wasn't an escape, it was a destiny. It was pure happiness. Life took me far away, from the favela to the world. I left Brazil, I played in Holland, I played in England. I stopped being just a kid and became a father. Many things changed, but football was always there. It was always my refuge. Until one day, everything fell apart. From heaven to hell. The ball stopped going in, the joy disappeared, my world darkened, and I began to doubt myself, my talent, and my passion for football. That's when football gave me one last gift. You. When I arrived here, I didn't know what to expect. But even in my wildest dreams, I imagined finding what I found. From my first step at this club, I felt something different. It was like coming home, like finding a part of me I thought was lost. With you, I smiled again. With you, I found the child I was before. The one who loved football with all his heart. With you, football became love again. True love. Thank you for welcoming me like one of the family. Thank you for giving me back the joy of playing football. And thank you for reminding me why I fell in love with this game. My home, my people, always so much Betis. Ruben Ammer will have to fix Matheus Cunha concern ahead of Manchester United transfer. Wolves star Matheus Cunha is looking increasingly likely to become Man United's first signing of the summer transfer window. Hello everyone, I bring you football updates on this channel. Comment the team you support, so I can share news about it. I hope you've subscribed. Thank you for watching. Matheus Cunha is likely to join Manchester United this summer. Barring any late snags or hiccups, Matheus Cunha is poised to become Manchester United's first signing of the summer transfer window. United remain locked in talks with Wolves about how to structure the payments for his £62.5 million release clause. Both United and Cunha are keen to get the deal done, and there is a growing expectation it will be completed. As reported by the Manchester Evening News last month, Cunha is optimistic about sealing a move to Old Trafford and strengthening the club's attacking options. If everything goes according to plan, he is expected to slot straight into head coach Ruben Ammer's starting 11 and occupy the left-sided number 10 berth. He is well-versed in a wing-back system from his time at Wolves, meaning it should be a seamless transition for the Brazilian. In Cunha, United are attempting to recruit a luxury player who can make something happen in the blink of an eye. He was a joy to watch at times throughout the 2024-25 campaign, and he contributed 17 goals and 6 assists across all competitions. United will be hoping he can replicate similar numbers at Old Trafford and increase their attacking output. United have finished each of the last 2 Premier League campaigns with a negative goal difference. Although his primary responsibility will be to score and create goals, Cunha will be expected to work tirelessly for the team out of possession. Amram sets exceptionally high demands for his players to adhere to when they do not have the ball, urging them to press as much as possible. Speaking last December, the United head coach said, "It is impossible to win the Premier League without a team that doesn't run." You can do a starting lineup with the best players on the planet. Without running, they also won't win. We have to run like mad dogs, if not we won't win. The problem is, can they cope with that? If they're used to it in training, they will do it in games. Ruben Ammer sets high demands for his players. They can improve. You cannot be faster, but you can run more in training. They are professional athletes. Every coach has a different method of pressing. With that in mind, Cunha will have no choice but to alter one particular element of his game. Of the outfield players that played a minimum of 1,800 minutes in the Premier League this season, Cunha spent more time walking around the pitch than anyone else. Data gathered by Opta shows that Cunha spent 77.1% of his time on the pitch walking. The rest of the Premier League's top 5 walkers, interestingly, were all centre-backs, with the Brazilian being joined at the top of the table by Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk, 76.6%, Nottingham Forest Murillo, 74.3%, Ezri Konsa of Aston Villa, 74.2%, and fellow Forest star Ola Aina, 73.8%. Of course, it can and will be argued that Cunha makes up for that slight downside to his game with his goals and creativity, which is arguably much more important than how quickly he makes his way around the pitch. However, working tirelessly without the ball is a non-negotiable for Amram. The Portuguese's call for his players to run like mad dogs ought to serve as a warning to Cunha and urge him to transform one particular element of his play. If he can improve that, United will inherit an even better player. Rafina sends Man United star Marcus Rashford blunt transfer message amid Barcelona interest. Former Leeds United forward Rafina scored 34 goals and bagged 25 assists as Barcelona won La Liga, the Spanish Super Cup, and the Copa del Rey this season. Hello everyone, I bring you football updates on this channel. Comment the team you support so I can share news about it. I hope you've subscribed. Thank you for watching. Barcelona ace Rafina has insisted that he is not concerned by the potential arrival of Manchester United winger Marcus Rashford or Liverpool forward Luis Diaz this summer. Rashford has been destined for the exit door at United since December, when he was dropped for the Manchester derby. After that decision by Ruben Ammer, the England international did not play another minute until he signed for Aston Villa on loan. Following a resurrection of his form with 4 goals and 6 assists in 17 appearances for Villa, his stint in the West Midlands was cut short as he picked up a season-ending injury. Now attention turns to where he will go next. Villa have a £40 million option to buy clause included in their loan agreement with United, but they do not have first refusal to sign Rashford. This means the winger can explore other options, and it is understood that Barcelona would be his dream move. Barcelona's sporting director Deco mentioned last week that the club hold an interest in both Rashford and Diaz, 2 players who would be providing competition for the prolific Rafina if they were to sign. But when the prospect of facing competition from either man was mentioned in an interview with Mundo Deportivo, the Brazilian shrugged off concerns of losing his place. "I don't care about anything," he replied when asked if he was scared by the prospect of the Premier League duo joining. "Given the importance I've had this season, I'm not going to say I'm an undroppable player, but whoever comes in will have to work harder than me. For me, the important thing is that whoever comes in works well and helps the team. The most important thing is to have as many high-quality, committed players as possible, and then it's normal for each one to find their own space." Rashford is thought to be a target for Barca as they want a player who can play on the wings but can also feature as a center-forward cover for the aging Robert Lewandowski. Men's Sport understands there is little chance of Rashford working his way back into Amram's plans at Old Trafford.